Good evening. I'm Chanel, Vehicle Title Expert. Thank y'all for tuning in, and thank you so much in advance for subscribing. So tonight I will be talking about buying a vehicle with a lien on it. Buying a vehicle with a lien on it. I know you guys are wondering, what am I talking about? You might be saying, well, Chanel, is that legal? How or why would I buy a vehicle with a lien on it? You may even be raising your eyebrows at me, and I'll get to that in a moment. I know you guys are really wondering, why am I saying that? I know in times past, in my other videos, I talked about liens. I did highlight potential problems, of why you should not buy a vehicle with a lien on it, and I'm still going to stand by that. I'm going to stand by that 100%. I will talk to y'all on tonight about buying a vehicle with a lien on it. For those of you that are faced with this type of, dilemma right now, whether you want to move forward, whether you want to stop, or just, remove yourself from the situation. But I'm going to allow you guys to make that choice, whether you are on Facebook Marketplace, you're on Craigslist, that potential situation does arise from time to time. For those of you that are involved with private vehicle sales, you will sometimes come across those owners that are selling a vehicle and you find out the vehicle has a lien on it. Okay, now before I continue, I'm going to give you guys a disclaimer. My recommendation to you, if you do not know about title processing, if you're not familiar with title processing, do not buy a vehicle with a lien on it. Do not. Okay, I'm not boasting, but I know about title processing. I've been doing this for quite some time. So if I chose to move forward with this type of transaction, I would, do it because I know what to look for. I know what questions to ask. I know what research to conduct pertaining to the lien holder and the owner on record. But that's a different subject for a different day. But if you don't know about title processing, don't move forward with that. But I just want to be transparent with y'all. I want to put this out here on the table for those of you that are hungry and you really want that vehicle. You really just want it. You don't care. I just want to be upfront. If you decide to buy that vehicle and there's a lien, I want you guys to listen to some key points I'm going to share with you on tonight. Okay? The biggest thing you need to keep in mind is that lien holder. I know initially you're going to be dealing with the owner on record, the person who will be selling you the vehicle, but keep them in your back pocket. But your focal point is going to be on that lien holder. That lien holder has the deciding factor of whether they want to sell you that vehicle or basically do that paperwork all over again, whether they want you at the table regarding that transaction. Because technically, even though that person who wants to sell it to you, they're the owner on record, but that lien holder has that collateral in that vehicle. They have that security interest in that vehicle. So technically it's theirs. Okay. So they have that right to decide whether or not they want you to get that vehicle. They have that right. Okay. So the owner, let's just be real, they're not going to always be transparent. That owner is not always going to tell you how much they owe the lien holder. They're not going to always tell you about the terms pertaining to that contract that they have with the lien holder. Okay, which is why everything still goes back to the lien holder. What is the lien holder going to say? Is the lien holder going to allow you to take over the payments, or are they going to remodify the terms? Are they going to allow you to keep the same terms? All of these are questions that the lien holder, is going to review in their mind before they even want to meet with you or sit at the table with you. Okay, so just keep that in mind. It's going to go to that lien holder. All right. Another thing you want to be mindful of And I see this happen a lot. Whatever that seller is selling the vehicle to you for, is that including the balance that they owe the lien holder? Or are they adding on additional costs? Because maybe they want to make a quick profit. So if they owe that lien holder $5,000 and they're selling the vehicle to you or wanting to sell the vehicle to you for $10,000, they're going to net $5,000. So, is that something that you want to deal with? Because sometimes people do sell vehicles and there's a lien on it. They're not supposed to, but they do it anyway. And then by the time the lien holder finds out, they're gone. So now you got to get into skip tracing and things of this nature. But that's a different topic for a different day. So think about that. Okay. For those of you that, really don't want to deal with the lien holder, you may not know how, you may not know what to do, and you're taking everything at face value from what that person who's selling you the vehicle to, you're just believing everything they're saying. Let me also add this. If you decide to buy a vehicle and there is a lien on it, and you're not dealing directly with that lien holder, but you're dealing only with that owner, let me tell you guys of the possible consequences that could arise. If you move forward without that lien holder, the person who sold you the vehicle and they're gone, you don't know the terms that they have with the lien holder. So now the person who sold you the vehicle, they're gone down the road. Now you have a vehicle that you are driving, no title, possibly, okay? And if you have the title is not clear, okay? So the lien holder, if they find you, they can still take that vehicle because you're not the owner. And meanwhile, they have not received the applicable payments from the prior person. So yes, they can still take that vehicle from you. So now at this point, if that happens, okay, you may try to sue the person who sold the vehicle to you, but there's no guarantee you're going to be successful. Because in the event you go to court, the judge is going to ask you, well, did you get a clear title? Why did you receive a title if it wasn't clear? Or why didn't you get a title from the person at all? So think about that. So even though you paid that person who sold it to you, you still could end up losing at the end. So that is why you want to deal with the lien holder. If you're told there is a lien on that vehicle, immediately tell that person who's selling you the vehicle to put you in touch with that lien holder. If they do not want to put you in touch with the lien holder, if they do not want to disclose any terms that they have with the lien holder, if they do not want to talk about a true and actual balance that they owe the lien holder, please do not move forward with that transaction. Just walk away. Do not move forward, because if you do, I promise you, you could have a very unfavorable result. If you have any questions or you need more guidance about buying a vehicle with a lien on it, feel free to drop me a line below or visit me at wisdomandauthority.com. Check me out on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Click share and subscribe. I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.